This is why Hatchett Creek is one of my favorite places here in central Alabama. Today we are headed up to Hatchett Creek. We are crossing, as we speak, the northernmost dam of Lake Jordan on the Coosa River. Day before yesterday's episode, we looked at Corn Creek, which is just below the southernmost dam here on Lake Jordan. There's the dam. And we are going to carry on about 8 miles this way on State Highway. No, this is County Road 22. I'm going to show you these cut rocks. You can start to see all along the roadside here, but they get quite dramatic as we see. This is all cut rock. And here, there's nobody behind me. All right. Now, you'll want to keep all of this in mind when I get about 9.5 miles up here and hang a right and head down to Hatchet Creek. Going to meet Logan, by the way. You guys saw Cade, that's Jacob choking on a walking stick like a pro. You guys saw Cade pop into the chat in my last live stream, and Cade originally found this place up here at Hatchet Creek with Logan. Logan called out of the blue while I was on my way up here, wanted to know what I was doing, and I said, I'm heading to Hatchet Creek. Get your ass up here. He said he don't have any shorts on. I said, I got 2 pair on. Always prepared. Heading to Hatchet Creek. See you guys tonight. Arrival at Hatchet Creek. Jacob and I are waiting on Logan. He had to go to the state park. There's a little parking lot over there, as you see, to venture up this way. Yon way lie rocks. That's the beginning. And now, over the course of this trek, you will see them grow as we walk north. You'll see that I parked over in a hole here, and Logan has a little low rider, so he needed to use the actual parking lot. Usually a little, muddy down here, but the weather has been anything but wet, so the water is low. The rapids should be nice. Jacob is good and zoomied. And I'm completely out of cell phone range, so I can't post any of this until I see you guys tonight. All right, hopefully Logan will get a move on, and you guys will see us in a bit up that way. And what would be a trip to any creek without Jacob's favorite activity, running off all of the butterflies. Here's 2 more up here. There they are. Logan showed up. So it's hard to show you guys here in the summer. Behind me are these, call them hills, and they look very pyramidal in shape. I'll pull up some more video I've got from past seasons here, and you can really see that these are giant piles of rocks. That's why I told you to pay attention to those rocks that we were cut through when we were driving ourselves up here. But yeah. Jason, remember, go find some footage from fall in your folder and show it to the folks now. Producer. Okay, so here we are. There's Logan spitting. I'm glad I wasn't zoomed in. And here, Jacob will stop covering the mic with the splashes. You guys can start to see the giant piles of rock that are these hills. Nice. See example here. Now, we are at the literal beginning. This is the first one of where these large rocks start stretching across the water. And coincidentally enough, Logan, we are right here at the spot where you and Cade were first led, where you led me. Here, we'll get over here. We both can. There, that big tree there. I can even flip over to Rumble. I can direct people, or we can flip over here during this live stream and show people the episodes I did when we came down here and you guided me through some shamanic meditation, right? Remember that? So, Logan, this was an area that you and Cade were just guided to. This very spot right here. Yeah.
We first went under the bridge and we crossed over to the bigger water.
Yeah, where that little stream is where you and I would go hiking, and we've got a lot of video showing what these big piles of rock actually are. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then after you went that way, you came this way.
Yeah, we looked on the map and saw that on Google Maps there's a smaller water path that goes this way, and it turns into rock.
Yeah.
It turns into a lot of rock.
A lot of rock.
Yeah.
And right here at the beginning, you guys would pick your camp.
Yeah, exactly. We had a spot up at the front where I got stuck. And next thing you know, we just thought to go until we didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
And once, I think Kay climbed up on that spot first.
Yeah.
But once we got there, we just sat down and didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
So I guess that became the spot.
Yeah, the spot. It's a magical and beautiful spot. I guess we can walk over that way and try to show folks a little bit of it. And then we want to keep going because I want to get us up where the big rocks are today. Since the water is so wonderfully low for us, quartz everywhere. I mean, every stone is quartz up here. So I'm not taking time to really stop and show you because just like in Corn Creek, you know, it's everything. There's a lot of rose quartz, really all kinds of quartz going through these stones. But here we have the most tranquil of spots. Oh, look at all the deer tracks, dude.
Yeah.
There and there. Up through the bamboo. Watch for snakes, Jake. This giant tree. You see, this is where I did the meditation. Was sitting in this tree and you kind of hang over the ground. But this clearing in here, yeah, is where we'd have our fire. In fact, we can show guys footage from several seasons ago where we're sitting here by the fire. Yeah, the power of a place, right? In the Soul Flight video, when I say I'm hanging over the air, that's what I mean. I was sitting right there meditating. Okay, let's get back in the water and let's keep going. Okay. All right. Come on, Jake. Okay, we have arrived at the rocks. And man, they grow even larger up around the bend today. So I came to get up there. We brought Jacob and we have already parlayed with a snake. So he is back on his leash. All right. You're rolling. Okay. So maybe it's just me, you know, looking for something, but it is interesting that, turn around, Logan, you see how there's really no rocks behind us, and then turn around towards me, we start this cavalcade of large stones. Look here at the first one, dude. You know, look at those lines going through it. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. I'm just pointing out the point of interest. The first large stone you come to has those. It's these little things that add to the power of the place. All these little synchronicities. All right, man, you can watch your feet if you want. You can stop. Gotta keep Jake from tripping you up. Guys, just to show you, same as back at Corn Creek, you know, you've got quartz. It's all these, every rock you see here, just about is quartz. And then, whoa, it's slippery. Look, Logan, if you show them in here, if you zoom in, you can see the quartz also in these larger stones. And then check out the color. Look at that stone there, you see? It's so orange. Okay, we continue to tiptoe our way up. I just wanted you guys to see the makeup of everything. And Logan's poor knee and his, was it your groin that's stretching on you? It's been a minute since he's been climbing these rocks. So it's slow go, no telling. I might be like going it alone, but we'll see what we can do. All right, come on, let's go. See, for me, ever since I was a little child, really, part of the magic of places like this is the micro environments, right? So what I mean by that is right here, you have, keep him back for a second. You have your own little waterfall, your own little echo system, little chutes that look like little trees. And then from that perspective, over there, oh, that's a huge boulder with more water flowing under it. It's like a cave, right? And yet, you want to look for another world on an even larger scale. It's waiting for you. Just right behind the other one. This one's more treacherous. This one has very odd angles on rocks. But still, the magic for a kid or a kid at heart. Now those little rapids you had over there with your little people right over here is one big enough for you to hop and play in as the flowers bloom. And as the rocks get stranger and stranger, that's one stone. The magic of a place that's filled with magical places. You got to get outside, guys. So this is good right here if I can keep from dropping the phone. And can you see, or is the reflection too much? These completely horizontal lines, and then all of these here in this first rock. Little wasp nest under there too. All right, this looks like a beach over there. Let's go.
Yeah.
Can you go chill out on the beach for a second?
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's slippery, guys. Okay, I see there's some wild animal tracks. What do we see about snakes, dude? Do a little scare bit. There you go. He's gonna make a spot. Okay, we just finished a cool down. This knob, I mean, this really, it's funny, it coincides with the water level, but you can see under there, it's like a knob, you know? See how it rounds right next to something like this. Give you some perspective. And look here. You see this? And that looks like melting to me. Let's see if we can navigate snake country here effectively. Kind of sharp too. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Gets us almost where we want to go. All right, we're just gonna have to get wet. So see, that's the same type stone with this sort of melting of like a different stone on top of it. And then you see that same orange stone as we come back to Jacob here. It's a slippery place. You see now the way the rock gets larger, platform-like. I'll walk you back that way, and extends and piles all the way up on either side. See the way it extends even in the sand beaches. There's a horsefly. Until these piles, as I showed you on the way in and as you see behind me, look here. Jacob, can I make it over there without slipping? You see, and that's sheer cliff, right? So this wasn't all put here by the water. Look at the way the rock shoots all the way up the side of that cliff. Made that one by the tip of my toe. I'm serious, y'all. It's just my toe that grabbed in and got us. There we go, dude. Look again with these. Seems like meltings. Some angular. And then off into piles and the sheer cliffs. There's Logan. Say hey, dude. His knee gave out. All right, I'm gonna try to get a little further with Jacob. Jacob and I found another one of these microenvironment waterfalls. But where I am is right at the bend here. So I think Jacob and I can possibly make it over land, watching for snakes, and walk you to the bend. Come on, dude. See, if you look for the grass, that's what I call it, to step on, the rocks are not slick. So you want to look for sand, gravel, or the grass, and you'll navigate just fine. Out here in the swift moving water, I don't have to watch as closely for snakes with Jacob. I just have to check the big rocks when we come to them for sunning snakes. So here, see how deep the water gets and how these rock walls almost continue up on either side of me. All right, I'm gonna keep going and see if I can show you around the bend here. The flowers are getting beautiful. All right, this looks fairly deep. Jake, you wanna swim, bud? How's it shore look? I don't know, man. You want the shore, don't you? I like this. There's a lot of grass this way, dude. Oh, as I slip. Save the camera. I used to practice with my beer. Okay, dude, now we're all, hey, watch yourself on the beach. Come on. Come on. Goal is in sight. That toe I broke running with you last night is not feeling so awesome, though. Running with him through the neighborhood, and he just trips me up. So here we are at the bend, my goal today. Dude. I know the leash sucks, but it's for your safety. You don't know what a snake is yet, even though you damn near found out. Well, he did basically find out. He got close enough to have one strike at him, you know, a warning. And he jumps back. Proper response. See the rocks? Look how orange they are. Just like the ones I showed you down there. Oh, little snail. So, last time I was here, I had to swim this bit. That tells you how down the water is right now. But also how this can fluctuate. Okay, again, see the landscape shift? We're into these shoals now. Look how rough these stones are. Look, looks like concrete in there. Can you see in there? Zoom in. Okay, that's strange. See, that's a different type stone. Very rough compared to the other. See, it almost looks like the gravel. Fish. All right, and here is a bit, I think no matter the weather, must be swam. So this is where I will cease recording today. Because while I might get over there, you see the way these rock islands continue. I don't know, it might be walkable. I don't know. Come on, Jake. We're gonna fucking find out, aren't we? See what I see over here? Yeah, it looks like I can see all the little fish darting in the shoal. Yes. And hopefully these sharp fuckers will turn to sand here in a moment. Sorry, dude. Oh, there goes the fish darting. Okay, here we go. Sand. This strange melted stone. And the shot I was looking for anyhow. See, it turns into a, watch for snakes, watch for snakes. Rocks get bigger and it turns into quite the wonderland up here. Jacob and his butterflies. And then this continues on. And I'll be back another day to show you the weird shit that's up that way. Hatchett Creek. A little further up than I made it last time with the camera on me. Each direction is like a different environment. Wait, it's like two different stones almost. Look at this guy. Those markings. Hang on, man. Shit gets slippery for me. There you go. Sand. Jacob. Now you see here on this side, I have essentially a wall going up about 30 feet of rock. Over here, sand beach for a while. Look at that solid piece up there. Strange landscape that comes at you out of nowhere. So much left to explore here at Hatchett Creek. I'm gonna sign off and go find Logan. Go get this stuff synced up and hopefully show some of it to you guys tonight on finding things within and without. I'm liking without today. Probably be back late, y'all. Just saying. A little further up, and the rocks get exceptionally melty looking. Watch it, Jake. It's slick. Let me zoom out for you. There. Very flat. Oh, look at this piece over here. Careful, Jake. Whoa, careful, Jason. That's sharp. Look at this. What is this? Huh? What is this? Back up, Jake. Oh, there's a deer antler right there. But what is this? Okay, you guys see what I'm saying? What is this? Horsefly. Yeah, you got one too, don't you, Jake? Okay, that's not natural. Not easy to get to either. Come here, dude. Stay on leash. Come here. I got you. I got you. There you go. Over and under. That's a genuinely weird one. Okay, this is as far up as I've made it here at Hatchett Creek. And look at the way over here, it all just falling down, piled up there. Oh, look at this. Gosh, I don't know if that shows up. That is, that is a shape. All right, look at this little triangular nub over here. Got a green spider saying hello. That's not natural. I just stopped by to tell you that's not fucking natural. If you think that's natural, then guess what? You're gonna get reincarnated as me. Jiminy Cricket. So Larry, in his green leisure suit, the spider, Jacob, and I are signing off from Hatchet Creek as we continue to share with you the power of these places here in central Alabama. See you in a bit, guys. All right, you coming home with us, Larry? He's on the camera now. See, that is right near that. And all of this. And as the battery dies, this piece is worth showing off. Let's zoom out, see if I can maybe catch it in the sunlight. See the quartz running through there. See how smooth and flat it is there on the end. It's beautiful. Look at the quartz vein on top. You know, it's all quartz. Not all, but you know what I mean. It's a lot of it. This is a shape reminiscent. Hang on, Jake. From the Coosa. See the quartz running through the back. There and there. It's a beautiful piece. Okay, Jake's ready to swim. He's hot. He says, well, man, I'm wearing this black coat. You would be too. Okay, that's better. Oh no. All right, gotta go, guys. Okay, we're almost out of battery. We made it back to Logan and to one of the most beautiful spots on today's walk. So I'm making Logan come over and check it out. Oh, look. Sees Logan. Logan said, fuck it. All right, bro, I'm coming. Okay, we're ticking off powerful places. Let's tick off your introduction to Hatchet Creek and let me go rescue this kid. Might get him to join us tonight. One more shot of base camp. As we use our last bit of battery, we've hydrated. Jacob has made a bed. And we have contemplated this place for a while.